All right, then we'll start like this. All right, we would like to invite you to start your journey with the Brandenburg University of Technology here in Cottbus and Senftenberg. And first of all, I would like to give you a short overview where we actually are. So currently we are, or I am located in one of our two campus sites. The campus sites are namely Senftenberg and Cottbus. And both cities are in the northeastern part of Germany. And we always say we're in the heart of Europe. And our name is derived from where we are actually located, because the federal state in which those two campuses are is Brandenburg, what you can see here basically on the map. Where we are exactly, our main campus is in Cottbus, and our second and third campus the second campus is also in Cottbus, and the third campus is in Senftenberg. So we have three campuses which cater to different study programs. And so that you know where kind of to find us, we are about 1.5 hours by train from Berlin, and also 1.5 hours from Dresden, and it's about half an hour from the Polish border. So we're very close to other German cities, German areas. And yeah, if you decide to study here in Cottbus, there's always the opportunity to also experience other areas here in Germany. First of all, I would like to give you an impression of what our area looks like. We have a national park very close to Cottbus, which is called the Spreewald. This is a very big foresty, green area with a lot of water pathways and small rivers, which you can enjoy during your free time. There's a lot of outdoor activities. You can walk, you can use boats or bikes, for example, and just enjoy the scenery there. Additionally, there's a lot of other sports and outdoor activities here in and around the area, as we have a lot of lakes. So there's a lot of opportunity to do water sports. As you can see, there's a lot of surfing spots, SUPs. And the picture you see on the top, these are actually artificial lakes, as our region was characterized by a lot of coal mining many decades ago, and the coal mining has been settled down and is now being flooded with water, so that we have a lot of lakes here in the area. We have our university as the central point if you are interested in studying. So our university is very diverse. We have a lot of different cultures. A lot of students at our university are actually international students. So they come from many different countries. And at BTU, we like to share these cultures, get to know the other cultures, and just be a very colorful and diverse community. So this is also very important, that the university is very open for international students. And now I would like to give you just a quick insight on how we're going to proceed. First of all, I'm going to give you some facts about the BTU, about our study programs, and our academic opportunities for you. Then I would like to introduce 5 reasons why the BTU, why you should decide for the BTU when you're considering studying in Germany. Then Daria will give a few insights into her student life at BTU, and then there will be infos about the application process. But first of all, let me give you a short introduction to the university itself. We are currently offering 63 different study programs which are predominantly in the STEM area, so mathematics, IT technologies, mechanical engineering, biology, and so forth. As we are a technical university, technical studies still are a very big focal point of our university. And 24 out of these study programs are actually international programs. This means that they are taught in English, and I will give a little bit further detail on them further along. Currently, we have about 6,800 students at our university. So we have a kind of a small university, very familiar and very close. The students are very close to the professors and so on. And out of these 6,800 students, 37% are international students. So as I said, a very big amount of these are international students. Already also mentioned that we're very close to other different cities. And what we always highlight is we are in an area in Germany where there's a lot of sunshine. And if you come here in summer, you can definitely enjoy some nice summer days here in Cottbus and Senftenberg. The different study programs, as there are 63 of them, I will not go into detail into all of them. Of course, you can ask specific questions, but I will just give you a quick overview over them. So for the different profile areas, our university is very young. It was just founded in 2013, so we are very young and a very modern university, and also the research topics and the study programs are still evolving, are still developing, and there are the focus area are essential topics and questions of tomorrow. So it is also for us important to have a certain responsibility for our region and teach different things in order to have our students be prepared for careers in the future. The central topics are energy transition and decarbonization, global change, health and life sciences, and of course, artificial intelligence and sensor technology, which is nowadays a really hot topic, also in the case of study. Our study programs are offered in 6 different faculties. A faculty is a conglomerate of different chairs and different institutes, and they form like a bigger group where the area of interest and focus is quite goes in the same direction. So our first faculty is the STEM faculty. It's mathematics, computer science, physics, electrical engineering, and information technology. Our faculty 2 is the environmental and natural science department. Then we have mechanical engineering, electric and energy system as faculty 3. Our faculty 4, which is very different from other technical universities, is the social work and healthcare department. So we also offer study programs within in this area. Faculty 5 is the business and law faculty, and faculty 6, another very big faculty here at our university, has subjects like architecture, civil engineering, and urban planning. So if you're interested in any of these kind of study programs, it should the BTU should be really worth for you to check out, and check out the study programs and the offers. As I said, I would like to go further into detail what our English study programs are, as some of you might be quite interested in this. So for the interested students who would like to start a bachelor's program, we only have one English language program at the moment, and this is environmental and resource management. Masters, there are quite a few study programs which we offer in English language. For example, artificial intelligence, biotechnology, physics, power engineering, or cybersecurity. And there are also a few English language structured PhD programs. So also if you're further on in your academic journey, there are offers for you which you can check out. Additionally to our study programs, we offer a few language opportunities for you. So if you're not interested in one of our English language programs, but one of our German language programs, the prerequisite for starting a German language program is to have C1 level. And in case you are not reaching the C1 level, language level in German, we offer two different programs where you can develop your German further and start your studies afterwards. So the first program I would like to highlight here is a so-called Bridge to Studies. This is a German language intensive course which either lasts 1 year or 1 semester. And the entrance German level either is B1 or B2. And it is necessary to have the higher education entrance qualification for Germany in order to start this program. And the program has no tuition fees, so it is just like a regular study program here at the BTU. And you will do one year, so 2 semesters or 1 semester course of a very intensive language preparation, and then be prepared to take the DSH examination. And if you succeed during this DSH examination, you will then be able to go further into our study programs. The other option is called Springboard University German. This is an online German language intensive course. This is supposed to last 1 year. So there's also, you will start with the B1 level in German. So for both of these courses, you will need at least some basic German knowledge, as well as the higher education entrance qualification for Germany. And for the Springboard University German, you will first of all have courses and some self-study materials online when you are still not present at the BTU. And in the second semester, you will then come to BTU and start your test stuff preparation on site. So you will come to BTU, you will have on-site courses with the class and start your test stuff preparation. And in the end, you will take the test stuff examination. And if this is also successful and you graduate with the necessary C1 level, you can then go on further to studying one of our study programs. Also, this program is also no tuition fees. It's just like one of our regular study programs. The last program I would like to highlight is the college prep year, so-called ESIST, what some of you might know as Studienkolleg. If you have not the higher education entrance qualification for your home country, only for your home country, but not for Germany, excuse me, then you would be eligible to take part in the ESIST program. Also, there's German necessary, German level B2, and this program consists of a German language intensive course and academic preparation. So either mathematical or engineering courses, and this also lasts 1 year. And when you're passing the subject-related university entrance qualification, as well as the language preparation, then you will be admitted to one of our regular study programs. So these are the study programs if you're not able to start directly studying in Germany, and you should really have a look into them. All right, now I would like to go a further bit more into detail why you should consider studying at the BTU Cottbus Senftenberg. First of all, I already highlighted this a little bit earlier. International and diversity are a very important topic to us. They're a priority, and we have a large share of international students. The International Relations Office, my colleagues and I, we work very hard to make every student feel welcome when they start their studies here. There are a lot of student initiatives and projects in which students can engage and just have a good study start and also study time here in Germany. Another great opportunity is that you can actually, when you are studying, we have a lot of different partner universities in, basically all over the world. And if you're in a study program, there is always the possibility to arrange an exchange semester, to spend a semester abroad somewhere else, and even get to know more different cultures than you already are. Second is, I already mentioned this before, we are a rather small university, so our professors are actually here for you. There is an excellent student-staff ratio. That means there's small teaching groups. If you have questions, you have the possibility to ask your professor directly. It's not that we have big rooms full of people and you're not learning anything. And it's just very cozy and familiar, and professors and faculty staff are always approachable and will help you with your questions or ideas. The third reason I would like to stress, which is one of the very important reasons, is that BTU Cottbus Senftenberg studying here is very, very affordable. First of all, of course, studying at a state university in Germany, there are no tuition fees for most of our courses. And Cottbus and Senftenberg are both two of the most affordable university cities in the whole of Germany. So we offer affordable student dormitories or other accommodation options. There are still accommodation options, so it is not a very thought out market like in other cities. And there are also opportunities to finance your studies with the help, for example, of scholarships or student jobs. We are a technical and young and modern university, so our campuses, our environments, the facilities, the library, for example, the laboratories, the ateliers for our architects, is just in great shape. You can rest assured that there is a great opportunity for you to study, and you will have the campuses with short distances in order to really focus on your studies. With this, I would like to highlight the costs of studying here in Cottbus and Senftenberg. So, as I said, it is very affordable. Also, there are a few other options the university offers in order for you to have an affordable lifestyle. And this is just an overview. So you should calculate the semester fee, which is like an administrative fee, which is charged to every student, which is 135 euros per semester. Dormitory rent at the moment ranges from 200 to 350 a month. That depends also whether you're living in a single apartment or a shared apartment. And so this is where the range comes from. Then, of course, you can also privately rent an apartment, which would be a little bit more expensive than the student dormitories. You would also have to calculate expenses for health insurance, for groceries, of course, for school materials, the broadcast fee, for example, and then transportation. I put down 50 euros as of basically next week. Germany is launching the so-called Germany ticket, which costs 49 euros a month, and which allows you to travel across the whole country for 49 euros, and also use all public transportation in Cottbus and Senftenberg as well. And here you can see just a quick view of the main campus. The awkwardly shaped building here, this is the main library at the main campus. And these are all buildings of the campus. There is ateliers, as I said, laboratories, and for example, lecture halls. And right next to the big complex of university buildings, there are three colorful, longer buildings on the left-hand side of the picture. These are our student dormitories. So everything is very close by, and you can have short walking distances in order to have a great student life. And the fifth and also important reason is there's also a lot of other things to do next to studying. There is a wide range of sport offers. So there is university sports, which offer different courses and which are very affordable for students. There are many different festivals in Cottbus and Senftenberg and around the area. There's a film festival, for example, and there's different music festivals, food festivals, and other kind of festivities, especially during summer. There are many different cultural events. There's a student theater, and also the international office offers different excursions to different spots in Germany. So there's a lot of possibility for you to get to know Germany and Cottbus and Senftenberg even next to your studies. And with this, I would like to hand the word over to Daria. I just need to quickly upload the different presentation. Just give me a second. All right. And with this, Daria, if you're ready, you can, share some experiences you had at the BTU.
I will do it at Ukrainian, okay? What do you say? Я продовжу на українській. Мене звати Даша, мені 26 років. Я приїхала у Німеччину у 2019 році. І зараз я навчаюся на інформатиці на магістратурі. Коли я приїхала, для мене у мене була гарна можливість, щоб вибрати цей університет, тому що декілька моїх друзів навчалися тут, і вони казали тільки гарне про цей університет. Коли я приїхала, у мене був рівень німецької близько B1, тому я скористалася цією можливістю, яку ви вже бачили, яка називається Bridge to Studies, де на протязі 2 семестрів кожен може вивчати німецьку мову. По закінченню 2 семестрів в мене був ДСХ-екзамен, і після нього я вже перевелася саме на навчання в університеті. Я навчаюся на інформатиці, це як загальна така річ, я можу обирати, як і кожен студент в університеті, я можу обирати предмети, які цікаві саме мені. І що мені найбільш подобається, через те, що ти сам обираєш предмети, то в тебе дуже є гарна можливість скоректувати свій графік, підстроїти його під себе. Також в університеті дуже гарні викладачі. Через те, що це університет не в великому місті, а в трохи меншому, то тут немає такого потоку студентів, там, де на факультеті навчається 180 людей або ще більше. І завжди є можливість, якщо ти щось не зрозумів, або якщо тобі потрібна допомога, написати або домовитися про зустріч з професором, зустрітися, задати йому всі питання. Взагалі в університеті всі йдуть тобі на зустріч, і якщо є якась проблема, її можна дуже швидко вирішити, тому що дуже дружня атмосфера та завжди є можливість спілкуватися з тими, хто може тобі допомогти. Що можу сказати про інформатику? Це дуже класне направлення. У нас є дуже цікаві проєкти, у яких приймають участь майже всі студенти. Також дуже важливо, що в університеті проводиться раз на півроку десь такі інформаційні заходи, та також такі як інфомеси, де приїжджають різні компанії, які розповідають, ким саме ти можеш у них працювати, наскільки ти підходиш і все таке. Тому це завжди цікаво, і можна там знайти свою роботу на майбутнє, або поговорити з ними і отримати відповіді, що саме тобі треба вивчити. Тобто оця така атмосфера, де ти можеш завжди з кимось спілкуватися та отримувати щось нове, знати, до чого тобі прагнути, вона тут завжди присутня. На одній з фото ви можете бачити мою кімнату. Я живу в нашій общазі, яка поруч прямо з університетом. У мене своя кімната, у мене є сусідка, і ми з нею ділимо на двох кухню та ванну кімнату. Окрім навчання, у нас дуже класне соціальне життя, тому що університет проводить дуже багато різних цікавинок для студентів. Майже кожного місяця проводиться якась culture night, де ви можете познайомитися з культурою студентів з різних країн світу, спробувати їх їжу, побачити їх танці та музику. Тому це дуже цікаво. Також проводяться різні курси, проводяться різні зустрічі, там, де ви маєте змогу познайомитися з більшою кількістю людей та робити різні цікаві речі. Щодо міста, Cottbus – це не дуже велике і не дуже мале місто. Там живе приблизно 200 тисяч людей, якщо я не помиляюся. Але це дуже мальовниче місто. Там протікає дуже гарна річка Шпрея. Поруч є місто, де ви можете кататися на байдарках. По всьому місту проходять дуже класні велодоріжки. Вони зазвичай дуже мальовничі. Також є дуже багато парків. У кожному з них можна побачити щось цікаве. Є зоопарк, театр, кіно. Тобто, що потрібно студенту, так сказати. Що можу так ще додати, що насправді рівень викладання в університеті дуже гарний. Він на голову вищий, ніж в Україні. І тут є дуже гарна змога спробувати, через це, коли ти вчишся, ти маєш півроку закінчити десь практику, то у тебе є гарна можливість спробувати, подивитися, приміряти, чи підходить це тобі, і все таке. В принципі, це все, що я можу вам сказати, і якщо у вас є запитання, то ви можете їх ставити, з радістю вам буду відповідати. So I'm ready. I think I said all.
All right, thank you so much. Then I will go further with my presentation. So that was just for you a quick insight into a student here at BTU. And I would like to go a little bit more into details regarding application, and then we'll already be able to answer all of your questions, and I've seen there are quite a few. So there's also already been a question regarding the higher education entrance qualification. I will cover this just right now within the presentation. So first of all, if you're interested in studying here at the BTU, of course, you need to choose a study program. You can check out our website, or you can ask questions right now as we're here regarding different study programs. But as there are, as I said, so many different ones, I could not go into detail for everyone. There's a lot of information on our website. What are the different topics of our study programs? What are the focuses of them? So please feel free to inform yourself. And also be aware that most of our study programs do not require a minimum GPA. So there is no another GPA required. Second, you will need to prepare all documents needed. And there are two different things which you always need to keep in mind. First of all, this is the higher education entrance qualification for Germany. So this is for Ukrainian prospective students. If you have a school certificate and have at least 1 year studied at a Ukrainian university, you have a direct higher education entrance qualification for Germany within the field what you've studied before. If you have not this 1 year of university in Ukraine already, then you would have to start with the ESIS program, which I introduced earlier. And the second thing is the proof of language proficiency. So if you would like to study in English, of course, you would need to upload a proof of English language proficiency. And if you would like to study in German, you would need a document which proves your language proficiency in German. There are a few different tests which we accept during the application process. I can also upload that document after the presentation if you're interested. Just so you know, there also is a certificate needed, and for German, it's basically C1. We always say is necessary. And with all of your documents, you can then prepare your application through UniAssist. UniAssist is the correct portal for our international applicants, where you can post your application and upload all your documents. What then happens is that UniAssist checks all your documents, whether you are indeed eligible to applying, and then your documents are forwarded to us as a university. And we then check and try to send out the letter of enrollment as soon as possible when you have been accepted to the study program. Currently we are in the preparation of the upcoming winter semester, which is also the big start of all our study programs. So basically all our study programs start their turn in winter semester, and a very important date you would need to keep in mind is October 1st, where the semester starts. Application deadlines, they're also very important. So there are a few different deadlines. It depends on whether there is a bigger selection progress involved or not. For a few study programs, it's May 15, and for the majority of the study programs is July 15 is the application deadline for our study programs if you're interested. If you're interested in one of our language programs, for Springboard Uni German, it's June 15th, and for ASIST and Bridge to Study, it would be also July 15th. So if you're interested in these study programs or in applying at the BTU, please keep these dates in mind, as they are the most important dates now for your application. And with this, I would like to thank you, first of all, for being here, for being interested in the study programs we offer at the university. And of course, feel free to ask us any questions. And I've already seen you've asked a lot of questions, which I would like to get into now. And during the question answer session, I would put back the poll. So if you have not yet answered the poll, it would be great if you could give us an insight what you're actually looking for. So there are two questions. The first one is what kind of program you're interested in, so either bachelor's, master's, or PhD programs, and what desired field of study you're interested in. So you can put that in here so that we have a kind of a rough overview what your interests are. All right, and with this, I would like to start the question and answers. So the first question you asked was whether the national park, which I presented early, is close to Cottbus, or whether you need transportation to go there. So actually, you cannot walk there. It is, yeah, it's like 20 minutes with bus from Cottbus. And yeah, so this would be the way to go there, yeah, in order to visit this place. But as I said, if you have the Germany ticket, then you can also use buses and everything in Cottbus and Senftenberg. All right. For this question, Daria, you might help me because my Ukrainian, unfortunately, is very minor.
Yeah. But you can skip to another question because it's already answered.
Okay.
It's
all right.
This meeting only in English, so it's okay. Yeah.
Okay, there's a question regarding the so-called Sperrkonto. This has something to do with your visa requirements. So the Sperrkonto is a bank account in which you need to put a certain amount of money in order to apply for a visa in Germany. So this amount of money and also the procedure for the Sperrkonto is all designated by the German government. It is nothing, yeah, we at the university level can help, basically can decide for. And currently, the amount of money which is needed to be saved at the so-called Sperrkonto, if you're interested in applying for a student visa, is around 11,000 euros. And you will need to provide this account when you're applying for your for your visa at your local embassy. All right, the next question is whether some of you or Daniel asked whether he can just come to us. So yeah, if you're close to us, I think we are very happy to welcome you and to consult you. There's a team regarding admissions. So there are colleagues who take care of admission topics, who can help you with the application and so on. And office hours are on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Always in the morning and in the afternoon. You can find our office hours also when you go to our website and use the tab International, and there's like a grayish contact bar, and you can see the consultation hours there. So it's always Tuesdays and Thursdays, 10 to 12, and 2 to 4 p.m. So these are the times where you can come in, and we are at the main campus in Cottbus, at the so-called Hauptgebäude, the main building at the 4th floor. So you would need to take the elevator upstairs, and then at the 4th floor, you will, there's basically a lot of offices which are related to the International Relations Office, and then you can just ask one of my colleagues, and yeah, they will help you find me or any other colleague regarding your questions. All right, the next question is regarding the higher education entrance qualification. So yeah, as I said, if you have one first year of bachelor studies, for you, it is possible to apply immediately to an English language program in Germany, but this needs to be the same, so the same study area as your bachelor's program, which you have started in the Ukraine. If you're so our only English bachelor program is environmental and resource management. I don't know, Daniel, whether this is in line with what you've studied in the Ukraine, and if you need the German program, we can also help you there. So let me read. Regarding this, you can provide proof that you will be finished in June. That is, of course, no problem during your application. That is accepted. We just then need, in order to finally enroll you, your final documentation that you have finished the year studying in Ukraine. Will there be an open day for visiting the university? There are a few possibilities to visit the university. What I highly recommend is actually July 1st. July 1st this year, we will be celebrating our 10th anniversary. It's supposed to be quite a big festivity on the main campus. There are open laboratories, open lecture halls. There will be a lot of university staff will be around, and I really highly recommend, if you're interested and you are able to come here to visit on July 1st, as there will be just some activities, and you will have the opportunity to see a lot of laboratories here at the university campus. So the German courses are free in your university. When do they take place? So as I said, they are integrated into the regular course schedule. So they start with winter semester, but there is the requirement to have at least B1 or B2 German level in order to enter, and there's no additional cost. All right. So if I live in Germany and receive help from Job Center, will Job Center no longer pay for my accommodation after switching to BAföG? If you have Ukrainian citizenship, you will not be eligible for BAföG. That is very important. BAföG if you're an international student, it's very hard to be eligible for it. And if you switch your status from unemployed to student, I cannot give you the real answer to this, but there will be it will make quite some difference in your in the structure how you can receive social benefits in Germany. So this is something you should keep in mind, but unfortunately, I am not the expert regarding this, so I cannot give you a full answer on this. All right, now Daria, I again need help.
Again, it's just a question about if you was only in school, what program can you choose? I said it will be assist, yeah, because you didn't. I will do it in Ukraine. Якщо ви закінчили тільки 11 класів, то у вас ще трошки не вистачає повної шкільної освіти для навчання в університеті, тому ви повинні обрати напрям Assist, закінчити нього і після того вже приступити до свого навчання в університеті. На жаль, інших можливостей у вас не буде, тому що вам все одно потрібно здати поступити до якогось студіон-колегу або на Assist. Yeah, I'm done.
All right, thank you. The next question is, do you have language courses at the university to improve German and English language skills? There are German and there are different language courses. We have a language center on campus, and they provide, of course, quite a few German courses in different levels. They provide English courses, but also other language courses in order to prepare students for their semesters abroad. So there's quite a few options and offers. And if you're interested, also on our BTU website, the Language Center has also more information regarding this. So you can check this out as well. So Natasha asked with which Studienkolleg are we cooperating with? Yeah, that's quite of a little bit difficult because in Brandenburg, a Studienkolleg is yeah, formally not allowed. So Brandenburg is one of the federal states where Studienkolleg is not allowed. And because of this, all of the all of the Brandenburg universities, so for example, Potsdam University and the Viadrina University in Frankfurt and the BTU Cottbus Senftenberg, they cooperate together in order to provide you with the ESIST program. And this is the Studienkolleg for Brandenburg. So if you're interested, the ESIST would be the right program for you. Tell us more about the BEHOS grant in cooperation with the Ministry of Science, Research and Arts in Bavaria. Can BTU international students apply, and when should start applying? So this grant, as it is from the Ministry of Science and Research of Bavaria, does not apply for our university because our university is located in Brandenburg. There are two different federal states in Germany, and we also have different ministries of science and research. So this grant only applies to interested students for universities in Bavaria. So I'm sorry, I cannot. Unfortunately, you would not be eligible for this grant if you're interested in our study programs. Again, Daria?
Yeah. So the question is, what does GPA and NP means in the list of program admission requirements? I think that GPA means like grade point average.
Yeah, like numerus clausus. I don't know. Do you
Yeah.
have something like this in Ukraine?
Yeah. То я думаю, що GPA – це як наш середній бал для вступу. Ви його повинні вказувати, коли подаєтеся на Уніасіст. Тобто ви повинні загуглити, щоб перевести свою оцінку українську середню на німецький середній, і після того ви вписуєте там у строчці, там де Уніасіст буде вимагати від вас оцінку. А що таке НП, на жаль, я не згадаю, тому що я також не знаю. Yep.
Thank you.
No problem.
Next one is from Sophia. How much per month on average does a student need to have to live in Coburg, and how difficult is it for a student to find a part-time job? I don't know because we're unfortunately not in Coburg. I'm sorry. I think you've maybe put this, or if you mean Cottbus, I have the average per month spending. I can put it on real quickly. But for Coburg, I'm sorry, I am not able to give any information here. For Cottbus, again, this is the overall, amounts, costs, expenses as an international student should be planning with when living in Cottbus or Senftenberg, which is important to note that, of course, you only pay rent once. So either you rent a dormitory or a privately rented apartment. Also, health insurance is mandatory. It's even mandatory already for enrollment. And yeah, everything else basically also a little bit depends on your lifestyle. So this would be a good overview. Okay. Let me go back to the questions. All right, the next question is, does the university accept any certificates of knowledge of German, English, or do you need some specific ones? For this, I am going to show you the list because we actually really only accept specific ones. And I think that's only English, but I can show the English one first, and I can show the German one when I find it. Oh, that's tiny. So for English, these are basically the study programs where, which are taught in English. And here you can see the different certificates which are accepted. So it's either the TOEFL, the IELTS, Cambridge certificate, or UniCert, which is a German certificate which you can only get in German universities, I think. And these are the required points or levels which you would need in order to prove your English language proficiency when you're interested in a English language program. And the German, again, I will need to upload this. I will look for it later. I'm sorry, right now I cannot find it, but I will look for it later and upload it. Oh, now we have it. Sorry. I'm going to do it later. Okay, the next question. Where do students of the Faculty of Architecture do their internships, and where can they apply for an internship? So the whole study organization in Germany is quite self-organized. This means you're not limited in the area where you do your internship. Or the company. So, for example, students would do their internships in small architecture offices, or for example, also at big building sites where they are in touch with the topic of architecture, and application is not run via the university, but it is run via yourself, basically. So you would look for specific companies. There's also a lot of older students who you might consult regarding this, and then you apply by yourself to the different companies. So this is not a process run by the university, but sometimes also the faculties have help, or have like a blackboard where there are job postings. So this is something where the faculty at the end can give you the best support when you're interested in. What are the most popular programs and specialties over the last years? The most popular program regarding English language programs by far is our new program, Artificial Intelligence. Also, cybersecurity is very popular. Architecture is very popular for students. And biotechnology is there are a lot of international students also studying biotechnology here in Senftenberg. And so basically everything interrelated to the information technology, biotechnology, health sciences, and also social work is very popular, is a very popular study program. So there are a few, and yeah. How are academic debt retakes arranged? As this is something, also everything regarding money lending or lending money for your studies, this is not run via the university. This is something you would have to then discuss with the bank. This is something I unfortunately cannot give you any information about. Can a student studying a specialty in the Faculty of Energy Systems enroll in courses in social work subject? That is actually a very interesting question, and we have some a module in every study program we have at the BDU, which is called FUS module. And this FUS is short for modules which you can take out of your profession, basically. So this is an opportunity for you to enroll in a course in, for example, social work, if you're actually studying energy systems, and get a insight on the contents of social work, for example. And the good thing is, as we have this dedicated module for this, you will also get the credits onto your degree afterwards. There's also the possibility to take courses and do not get the credits, but through this module, there's the possibility that you actually also can inform yourself, I would say, out of your specific zone, and just learn more from other areas what the university has to offer. I now found the overview for the languages. So this is what I will show now. As I said, I'm doing it later. Conversion. Okay, there we go. Yes. Oh, again, very small. And this is the overview for the German certificates. So we either accept Goethe-Zertifikat, the TELC test, DSH, TestDAF, DSD, or ÖSD, which is the equivalent from Austria. But these are the different certificates we accept. And as you can see, it's always a little bit different. But for TELC, it would be C1 Hochschule. For Goethe-Zertifikat, it would be C2. Or for example, for TestDAF, you would need 16 points and with at least 4 points in each of the parts of the examination. Yeah, so these are the different German requirements. If you're interested in starting a German language study program. And as I said, most of our bachelor's programs are German language. All right, I will go back to the questions. Do I need to take separate exams for admission to specific specialties? No, we have no entrance tests. There are no entrance exams. The admission is basically your application, and then the check through our faculties. And if you're admitted, there's no more entrance exam to be taken. So there's no such thing at BTU. What are the most common problems foreign students face when enrolling during their studies? Yeah, maybe Daria, this is a question for you, as I'm as I'm not a student.
I think I would say like time management. It's for sure for during studies when you started, especially language course, you think that you have so many time to do it, to learn it. You start to like going somewhere with new people on Cottbus around to see something new, and then you understood like, oh, I have an exam in a month. That's why time management is very important thing here. For another things, when you apply for some programs, it will be a little bit difficult to find which documents you need, but it's a problem of UniAssist, so it's not our problem from our university, so to say. But if you like spend a few more hours, you will see how it works, and then it will be okay. I don't know, like for me it was a little bit difficult to understand the system, because like in Ukrainian universities you have like your plan, you cannot do like changes in it, and here you need to think like alone what I want to study, how I will do it, when I want to do it, and so. But it was not so complicated.
All right, thank you. I hope this answers your question. From my experience, I also know that, or I always tell foreign students to, if there are problems, to come to us, because we as the international office, we have a lot of colleagues who can help with these problems, and students do not have to face them on their own. This is always important to know who to ask for help. Can a foreigner with your diploma work in Germany? Definitely. Our diploma is basically a bachelor's or a master's degree, just like any other German university. And this allows you to start working in Germany. All of the organizational administrative things surrounding it. There's of course a lot more things to do than just receive the degree. You would need different things. There's a lot of back and forth with the, for example, the Arbeitsagentur and the Ausländerbehörde. So in order to start working, there's always more involved than just a degree. But of course, our degree is just as any other degree from a university in Germany, and it totally allows you to work in Germany. All right, the next question is, what difficulties can arise when an underage foreigner enters the Studienkolleg? I guess by underage, you mean not yet 18, because this is the age in Germany where you are able to basically sign things for your own. And with this, you would need to have an adult with you, for example, for taking exams and other things. So everything which needs to be signed in some kind of form, a rental a contract, a account with the bank, everything would need to be signed by an adult who is in charge of you as an underage person. And as soon as you turn 18, you would then be able to do everything on your own. So this is also important to take into account. As I know, in Ukraine, the school runs very short. In Germany, when you're 18, you are able to sign documents and have the full voice of an adult when you're 18. Tell me about the joint lab reliable sensor networks, please. This is something so specific. I'm sorry, I cannot tell you anything about this. I would suggest that you contact the professors or the staff of this laboratory, and yeah, just ask your questions there, because this is, unfortunately, I am not able to tell you anything about this. Or maybe, Daria, are you? Is this a topic you're familiar with?
No.
All right.
I think it's
Then
not for our university or something like that. I think I saw it somewhere in Aachen or somewhere. Yeah.
All right.
But I don't
We're
know
very
for sure.
sorry. We don't know. All right. The next thing. Could you please repeat about German courses? With a B1 certificate of German, I can study in your university on a German program and get language courses simultaneously. And will studying this way be free? So it is not simultaneously. You will have to do the language intensive program first, and then you can start the studies after you've graduated, basically the language program. The language program itself for B1 runs a year, so 2 semesters. So you would need to be enrolled in the language program for 2 semesters. And when you then successfully pass the examination, then you would be eligible to start your study program at the university. And of course, this will then still, there will be no tuition fees. A question German. I will just translate in English so that everyone knows what the question is. So he studied 5 semesters at a university in Ukraine, and he is in Germany right now. And he did the DDZ exam B1. As I just showed the certificates we are accepting, I think DTZ or Z is not something we are accepting. So I would need to ask you, if you're interested in the program Bridge to Studies, there's always the possibility to do one of the certificates which are listed there. For the Bridge to Studies, I can also show you this. I think it's on this page. Yes. Yes, so this is on this, or on this page. This is, I'm sorry, this is the page. So if you're interested in starting Bridge to Studies, these are the certificates we accept with the regarding points and levels. So it's DSD1, TELC B1, or Goethe-Zertifikat B1. Okay. Again, in German, so he is asking whether there's a visa needed and the Sperrkonto. So regarding visa, I'm actually not sure. Daria, do students from Ukraine need a visa in order to study in Germany?
Yes.
So
yes.
if you need a visa,
if you have already like paragraph 24, you can just switch it to paragraph 16.b, I think. It's like for all students, but you need to go to the BAföG, because all who have like paragraph 24, they are usually living with the help from job center. And if they want to study here and don't want to do like Sperrkonto, because it's like it's need to be there like 11,000, I think now.
Yeah, 11,000 it is, yeah.
Yeah. If you haven't it, then you need to go to BAföG and to do like appointment to them, to talk with them, what they can do for you, and so. Yeah. But it's possible.
But are you eligible for BAföG?
Me? No, because I came here like before war. But for those people who came here after, they can do it. They're allowed to do
All
it.
right.
Yep.
All right, then I might have given a different answer earlier regarding the BAföG. So it really depends on your personal situation.
Yeah.
And it's as I know how German administration works, it is quite a lot of work in order to get everything sorted out. But yeah, so I hope this answers your question. Okay, can a foreign student get a job at the university, for example, as a research student during studies after graduation? So during studies, this is absolutely no problem. There's a form of being employed which is so-called studentische Hilfskraft, and you can then be at a chair or an institute and yes support the faculty and the teaching staff in their either in teaching or also in research. And after your graduation, this would be then a full-time employment. There would be changes in your visa because you're then not a student anymore. But of course, this is possible. The next question, what is health and life sciences? How are they different from natural sciences? So health and life sciences are topics surrounding basically the body of humans. So it's topics surrounding medicine and therapy and all kinds of social work and how to take care of people. So natural sciences, this is, for example, biotechnology. There is materials chemics is in there. It's just two different faculties in order to separate these two topics. And the last question again, Daria, I would need your support.
Yeah. So the question is if we can give like some more infos about bridge to studies at Ukrainian language. I can do it. Yeah.
Should I open the slide next to it? Do you need the slide?
No, because I did it. So I did this program, okay. So I know how it works. Програма Bridge to Studies – це або двохсеместрова програма, або односеместрова програма, де всі бажаючі можуть довчитися до рівня С1, щоб навчатися подалі в університеті. Таким чином, якщо у вас є рівень Б1, якщо ви здали Гьоте-сертифікат або якийсь з тих, які там були перечислені, то ви можете подаватися на цю програму, ви вчитеся 2 семестри. Перший семестр – це з Б1 до Б2, а другий семестр з Б2 до С1. Після цього у вас буде екзамен на рівень С1, зазвичай це ДСХ, і після нього ви автоматично, якщо здасте, перейдете до навчання в університеті. Якщо на момент, коли ви поступаєте в університет, у вас рівень Б2, тоді вас будуть розподіляти на односеместрову програму Bridge to Studies, де ви за один семестр повністю довчитеся до С1 і перейдете на навчання. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, thank you. And now we again have a last question.
Wait. I have something to add. Yeah. Я вже хотіла додати, що коли ви навчаєтеся на програмі Bridge to Studies, у вас є вже студентська картка. Тобто ви повинні заплатити за семестр, як і всі ми. Ви отримуєте картку і ви вже вважаєтеся студентом. Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, as I said, my Ukrainian is very bad. And the last question. So you're asking if you finish Bridge to Study, you have to finish Studienkolleg. It depends, Daniel. I really suggest that you would come to the BTU because it really depends on your personal case, whether you are able to be admitted without doing the ACES program.
Yeah, so I have in my country my bachelor. That's why I did only bridge to studies. But I also know if you want to do like Studienkolleg, they also have their like German lessons also. So if you are going there, you need to have, I think, like B2 German, and then you will automatically like learn it till C1.
Right, and again, the last question, but again, also in Ukrainian. Daria, can you see the question?
Sorry, I think my connection was not so good. But the question
right.
is, like, what is the difference between bridge to studies and Erasmus?
Okay.
Erasmus – це можливість, це програма, яка дає можливість вам навчатися по обміну. Ви не навчаєте на Ерасмусі німецьку мову, ви лише просто продовжуєте своє навчання як в університеті. А якщо ви йдете на Brückenstudium або Bridge to Studies, то там ви навчаєте лише німецьку, а після того вже починаєте своє навчання.
Right. And yeah, this was the last question. So I'm opening again the poll. If anybody who's still in has not yet answered the poll, I would like to invite to answer the poll. We are interested, first of all, what kind of study program you're interested in. So it's either a bachelor's or master's or a PhD program. And then, of course, we would like to know what kind of study you're interested in. And with this, I am very happy that so many of you were interested in the offers the BTU has for you. And I want to just say that if there are any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. You can use the contact form via the FAIR website. But there's and also just go onto the BTU website and you will find contacts there. And if you put in that you had the presentation with me, this email will always find its way. Yeah, please, if there are any more questions, if you're interested, if we can help you, assist you with anything, we are very happy to help you. And additionally, we are looking forward to maybe seeing you very soon at BTU and welcoming you as new students at our university. So thank you.